Max up.
Welcome, Lagos. This morning here in Smooth Breakfast, it's time for us to talk entertainment in the Grapevine. So, the Grapevine has a lot of juicy stories from those who won the Sound City Awards, those who were griping over it, the documentary that's got everyone talking, and people who really are learning new ways to fondle, especially in this time. But Lagos, it's morning radio, so we'll keep it very sane. We have Chef Jeff in the studio.
Yes, good morning, everybody. And I want to say congratulations to everybody that survived Ben Mary Bruce tweet yesterday about Dino Malaya being a hero of the common people.
That guy deserves an Oscar.
I'm like,
He does deserve an Oscar.
yeah.
But Lagos, join us in this conversation. Send messages through WhatsApp.
Yes, reach out to us on 0809-444-0981. That's on WhatsApp. On Twitter, we are at Smooth981FM, and you can use the hashtag Grapevine981 to get your tweets across as well.
So that number for WhatsApp again is 0809-444-0981. Please send in your messages. In our usual Grapevine tradition, we start with the songs. The first song we're going to sample this morning is from Vanessa MD. It's titled The Way You Are. Take a listen. Because of Mike, like as we sample the songs, you need to.
I feel so lucky, boy, in every single way.
But you know that it's only this one that works. This one doesn't work.
To be a woman. Without you in my world, I don't know how
No, I
things
say,
would
well,
be.
like as soon as we start the song,
Okay.
it's for Mike. Yeah.
You are my lover, you're my friend, and you're my hero. And you correct me when I'm wrong, and boy, I love that shit. I feel so lucky to have you in my life. I'll never let you go. I love you when you kiss me from my head to the
That's it, Vanessa MD, The Way You Are. I don't know exactly how I feel about this, but Chef Jeff.
I mean, it's a very clean Afro-Caribbean vibe that she's got going on there. She still looks hot as hell, obviously, pardon my French. But you know, it when you get to the chorus, it's not anything that you've heard that's new, so to speak. But that's not a faultless thing, because sometimes melodies happen to just fall within the same range of things. You know, it's a good start. It's a feel-good song for the year, and I think that's a good start for her.
I like the vibe. I like the fact that it's a feel-good song that you can jam to when you're driving to wherever you're going to.
Yeah.
But I think for 2019, you're trying to do music that's gonna, circulate everywhere. You need to put out something that's, that will really catch people's attention. Plus, the video is, I don't know, it's just basic.
It's a basic video that I feel like in some ways, it fits the song in some ways. It's not like it's not like I'm jumping right into January right now. Like I put something out there. Let's watch out for more stuff coming forward. That's what I feel with this one.
Anyway, so I'm just looking at you guys trying to sound all political and diplomatic there, but it's a great video, great in small letters. It was recorded.
It was a low-budget video.
I would not go with great.
It was the low-budget video.
It was shot last year, guys. Give call out some slack. Although the Tanzanian singer Vanessa MD released the sophomore album Money Mondays in January, off an LP Money Mondays, and that was the catchy tune The Way You Are for that of that LP body of work. Our next video that we'll be sampling or listening to, Lagos, as you're tuned in right now on Smooth 98.1 of the Grapevine, is a new music video for the song The Juice by Lisa. Take a listen.
I don't like the song. I love the video.
It's titled. It's a new music called Juice by Lizzo Lagos. So you're listening to the Grapevine here on Smooth 98.1, and it's brought to you by Verve. So that song has an 80s feel to it, the video especially. What are your thoughts, Jim?
I mean, is Lizzo Nigerian, by the way? Just for clarity.
No, she's not.
Okay, well, she's American, I guess.
Yes, she's
So.
from Minnesota.
Oh, okay, all right, American, duh. Yeah. I actually beat you guys to this song, to be honest. In the sense that like she features a Nigerian fitness model, Sir Chidi. in this one, so I kind of sort of look
you would know
at that point in time because I was a fifth fan team anyway. I was Valentine too.
Sport thing.
You know, we try. I mean, I like the feel of the thing. I mean, she's a plus size. Let me be politically correct here. Say plus size person who she loves her curves, and someone here clearly, you know, knows that's his spec. He's loving the video, but liking the song.
I love the video. I like the song
because of your spec. Your spec is on.
Well, yeah. I mean, what can I say?
Everybody knows Kayode's spec.
It's a great it's a good 80s reinterpretation with this sort of almost fast jazzy classic going on to it. I mean, I will be bumping to this for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, there are different parts of the video that had, you know, there was a talk show part, there was also a fitness part, there were different parts. It was very colorful.
But be honest,
nice.
what part did you do?
We know the part that you were looking at.
I like the part where the guy was on the couch with the lady, and of course, you know, there were good parts in that
and the other
video.
parts where she was doing the kegels. Well done. We see.
But it was a good jam.
It is. Lagos, let us know what your thoughts are regarding the songs you just played. The first one you heard was from Vanessa MD, was captioned The Way You Are. That was the title of her LP Money Mondays. And then the second one that you just heard right now is a new music video by Juice. That's actually by Lizzo. It's titled Juice. Let us know your thoughts. Send messages through to WhatsApp 0809-444-0981. We still have messages coming from Fresh Birds, but no, this is a different show. This one here is from Randolph on WhatsApp. It says, hot, Vanessa. Wonder what the chorus sounds like. I like the calypso vibe, and not everything should be bim.
Thank you.
Maybe I just like her, Sha. And then Randolph continues to say, this Juice song, Sha. Why do I feel like the singer is trying hard to sound like Bruno Mars? I don't like it. Well, it sounds like Bruno Mars to you because it has that 80s feel that Bruno Mars channels in most of his tracks, so...
That could be it.
That could be it. Could be it.
You know, Lizzo actually rose from her performances at Coachella, which links us to the next story that we'll be treating, because somebody is about to be performing at Coachella. That's Burna Boy.
We all know where this is going.
It's news now. So that revelation came when a track, well, I wouldn't say track listing, an artist lineup was released by Coachella about performances for 2019, and Burna Boy's name there was written in low caps, and he wasn't having it. So the Nigerian singer was announced as one of the performers for 2019 Coachella Music Festival. Himself and Mr. Easy are the only Nigerian singers on the lineup, and they'll be performing alongside Ariana Grande, Childish Gambino, Wiz Khalifa, Kid Cudi, Solange, among others. After the announcement, Burna Boy took to Instagram to call out the organizers for listing his name in small print. He also asked them to fix things up quick. Chef Jeff.
Burner in small letters right now, or let me just go with boy, because that's what he's acting as right now, as opposed to I said this before that he is doing mature music and acting like a child. That's what I've been saying so far, because quite frankly he is not on par with some of these people here. Even Solange has a longer history as a songwriter, be with Destiny's Child and whatnot, than for him to come into this picture and be like, no, I should be in capital letters and like Africa thing. No, it does not work that way. It does not work that way. You are not on par in Ariana Grande. It's not about geopolitics here. It's literally about Coachella. That's what it is.
Can I read something to you? I represent a whole generation of solid African creatives going global. End of story. Okay, so here's the thing, right? I like the fact that he called them out and said, you know what? Put my name in capital letters because I'm one of the biggest artists in Nigeria plus Africa. And if I'm gonna perform at the Coachella alongside these other big artists that you mentioned, then we should be at par with each other. So I like the fact that he stood up for himself.
He is not on par. He is not on par.
If Burna was
there was this Nigerian guy who on Twitter was like, you know how some people can be very ignorant, like, oh, Burna probably has more followers than Ariana Grande. Nope. Ariana Grande 141, Burna 1 million. That's Twitter. Instagram 2 million for Burna Boy. Ariana Grande, what is it, 22 point something?
I like that you did your homework.
All right. And so here's the thing. He is not on par with these people. The music has not gotten that far. Burna Boy's music has not gotten as far as these other people who are in the capital letters there. He is not on that level just yet. He needs to slow his roll. If anything, he's doing a great job being international, Mr. Easy. He's doing a great job as well on that side of things, but he is simply put not on par with those people. And if he has a problem with it, don't go.
So here's my question to everyone who's listening, and I want you to just give us your feedback as we go on this break. Does Burna have the right to call out Coachella on the way they wrote his name? Quick question. We'll take a break. You're listening to The Grapevine, and it's brought to you by Verve.
Only One station that plays the best in soul, jazz, and funk. Smooth 98.1.
Guilty trips, indulging, spoiling yourself, treating yourself. It's called a lot of things, but at the end of the day, it's one of these two things. It's you making yourself feel better for the hard work. Let's call it a reward for all you go through every day. The traffic, an impossible boss, or maybe an over-demanding client. It's making up for ticking your special someone off, saying something wrong because in that moment, you were letting it out, failing to keep a promise, or maybe plain old showing up for your friend or showing them how important they are in your life. Whatever it may be, what really makes it pop is the assurance that when the moment comes, you step into the store, restaurant, spa, mall, or the game arcade, and you've gone through the hassle of choosing the perfect gift or the perfect meal, queued up at the payment stand till your turn comes. When you bring out your Verve card to pay, it will go through always. No network errors, no miscommunication, no rain on your parade, just something you can rely on to come through for you as you imagined. Your Verve transaction is swift and effective, and your purchase is made. And as you walk away, you feel lighter, happier even, because a sense of satisfaction would creep in, and you would enjoy the knowledge that you can reward yourself, indulge, or make up for whatever it is. That is why I use Verve, honestly. That certainty that my payment will always go through. When I look at my guilty pleasure, all will feel right with the world again. That's why I choose Verve. You will need to indulge soon. Hook up with the assurance that you will get what you want when you want it. Ask your bank for a Verve card. Visit www.myverveworld.com. That is www.myverveworld.com to discover the reliable awesomeness a Verve card offers.
Just a minute.
This is IBK Spaceship Boy, and this is your breakfast show on Smooth 98.1.
What keeps you going when everything that should be a stepping stone becomes a stumbling block? What keeps you going is Verve. Verve in your mind helps you understand that every stumbling block is actually a stepping stone. Verve in your vision helps you see nothing but possibilities. And Verve in your hand? Well, let's just say that's how you get rewarded for not giving up on you. So, no matter what you're into, Verve is key to opening the doors you want. So, have you got Verve? Verve, the rewarding way to make payments.
Love music.
Okay, mic's up.
Love life.
We are.
It's so good to know that you're there. You're listening to the Grapevine here on Smooth 98.1, and we have our guest entertainment analyst in the studio, Chef Jeff.
Yeah.
Good morning. Of course, it's with Kayode and myself, Valentine. Lagos, join us sending messages to WhatsApp 0809-444-0981. Before the break, we give you a story about Burna Boy requesting Coachella to change the caps on his name. Put respect on the name. Anyway, so Miss sent us a message on WhatsApp. The Miss says, please, they should put his name in caps. He may not be on that level, but he's our Burna, and no one deserves to be belittled. He usually acts like a spoiled boy, but in this case, if you do not stand for yourself, sometimes no one else ever would.
Thank you, Miss.
I massively disagree.
Now they will know to do better next time.
I massively disagree.
When somebody does not behave well, correct them.
I massively disagree.
Somebody else sends a message here. Please add your names to your messages. Morgan, thank you very much. Morgan says, Burna's call outs to Coachella at Coachella. I've been on 100% support of that. Best in Nigeria, king in Africa, with the smiley, starry-eyed emojis. It says, if you're featuring such a talent, you better profile him wella and make him special. Hashtag Burna all the way. Very fantastic. We have Ayade here says, come on peeps, if Burna gets an invite to perform with all these other acts, his name should take same font, size, and type as others. Otherwise, it becomes discrimination. If
What?
Wait, the message keeps going on. It says, if they think he's not a par, then he should not have been invited.
Thank you.
Oh please. Okay, so you are telling me that all the other guys that are in small parts should not have been invited. That's what you're trying to say.
That's their opinion.
First of all, that's what you're trying to say. Secondly, this is Coachella. We need to stop being blindly nationalistic. Who is on part? be upfront. Who is on par? You're not going to be putting like a Jay-Z and complain about Jay-Z and Burna not being the. Are you going to say they're on the same level in different things? Come on.
All right, so
Cut your cloth accordingly, please. Stop
Sure,
being
sure.
blindly nationalistic.
Just calm down, please. Emo from Ikeja sent in another message. He says, Burna Boy should calm down. Kendrick Lamar's name was in fine print in 2012 or so. Same music festival. Nobody heard his voice at the time, but today his voice is loud. Make Burna calm down. All right. We'll take more of your messages. Let's go through the stories. Now, Peruzzi seems to be shading Sound City over the awards that was recently held. He continue to receive balls, even though it looks like one of the nominees of the night was Peruzzi in the Best Artist category, might be shading over his inability to pick up the award. It will be recalled that the rising music star was among the nominees for the Best New Act category, which he lost to Teddy the Entertainer. And then he set out this tweet. He says, and I quote, "Personally, I would say I worked the hardest last year than any other new act. Same way I made more money last year than any other new act in the country. There's a way I see myself. It's my race. There's a way I'm running it. Focus on yours. Facts over hype. It's really simple." Joe.
You see, the way that he finishes that is the way he should have started. Focus on yourself. And don't be putting out stuff like that at the end of the day. You didn't win the award. You cannot change that fact. There's no, oh, Tenny, we're going to take your award from you now and give it to this guy because actually blah, blah, blah. And do you know her PIN number? Tell me, do you know her PIN number? Which bank is it?
I think there is, you see, when you place in categories, usually with awards, you're anxious, you're hoping that you would win, right? It comes with a disappointment. You're right, you could have placed that last paragraph for the first, but then again,
I even
it's coming from a place of emotion.
That Tenny has been phenomenal since
Seriously?
2018. I mean, if you look at all the off the top of our heads, we can mention literally the songs that she put out there last year. But for Peruzzi, I only can remember Amaka. I can't remember any other song.
Well, quick question though: do they stand in the same category? Do they give out the same kind of sound?
It's not about the kind of sound, it's about the new artists. That's what it is. It's about the time frame of things.
If
and
you
quite
ask 10
frankly,
people,
Tenny actually did a whole lot more work than this guy.
Exactly. If you ask 10 people, I'm sure that 8 of them will tell you that they know Tenny or they prefer Tenny to Peruzzi. No disrespect to Peruzzi. Peruzzi is great, but I mean, he still needs to put out more work to get to that level where he thinks he's already at.
All right, we have this message in on WhatsApp from Ugo from VI. Ugo says, "I'm sorry, but Peruzzi know well for making that comment. He know well. Tenny pass him 2 million times." Oh boy. Okay, you guys take it easy. Uchechi says, "Good morning, gentlemen. Burna is cool." Still reacting to Burna's call. Says Burna is cool and makes great music, hands down. But if his name is in small letters, that's okay. He should go there, put up such a performance that they by themselves will change it later. I guess the louder your performance, the bigger the caps, right? Later. Let's move on. So somebody has been brutalized by the police. Another artist, the former YBNL act Victor, he's alleged that he was punched in the eye by a policeman. He shared a video on the Snapchat of his eye being swollen, and as a result of the punch, lamenting police brutality and sharing that he had just been punched in the eye by a policeman. He shared that post with a caption, "Policeman assaulted Victor yesterday in Lagos. Sad thing, we thought this stopped in 2018." And that was a tweet from one Mr. Kojic Box. What are your thoughts on this, Jeff?
There's no way that you can think this stopped in 2018. No. Unfortunately, there's an ongoing problem that sometimes depends on where you are and also depends on the season. Definitely December, January, bouncers and policemen feel almighty, whatever they do, just because they're trying to get a little extra cash or they're just drunk or different factors there. But the fact of the matter is that we need more videos here out there, and I wish that we had the name of this officer for name and shame thing, and we can prosecute the legal factors here. But it's just a shame, really. I mean, police are meant to be your backbone in the nation, but instead they're just basically, and a lot of them, I don't want to generalize here, they are just bad eggs. You know, you got some of them who start drinking in the morning. They can't chase anybody because their bellies are flying ahead of them into a room, and they have nothing credible going on in some cases, and it's just really sad.
So that's the same case that we've been talking about for a while. But please stay safe out there. It's something that leaves a lot of people very uncomfortable. But of course, we know how it is in every institution as well. If there's some bad eggs, it will spoil the efforts of the good ones. So.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, I have to put this out there. This is not to support the police, but then if you're an artist as well, if you're stopped by the police and you ask questions, just respond appropriately.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't try and say I'm an
Don't
artist,
be egotistical.
I'm popular, all of that. Just be on your lane.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
All right, somebody who's gotten her act together, Kathy. She's come out to speak about depression, how she battled it and won. Congratulations to you, Kathy. She made some revelations about how she once suffered from depression, was able to battle it out, and even won. You remember that she won the Guinness World Record for the choreography and dancing for very long hours, even if that. Okay,
the last man standing, more or less.
But she wrote this piece. She says, I think she put it up on Instagram on Thursday, January 3rd, 2018. She says, please do not be pressured. It's a lot of lie. Actually, it's 2019, the meant to write on this. It says, please do not be pressured. A lot is a lie. A lot is a manifestation of what they want to be. A lot is from insecurities. A lot is from depression. Not all smiley faces are happy faces. Depression is real too. Too many lives lost. I faced depression. I battled it. I won. You can win. First thing to do is not let people define your happiness. We all have our races. Our paths are different. First to do no means say last man standing. And that is the truth. That speaks to a lot of challenges. And I noticed that most celebrities are actually speaking up about not being distracted by what we see on social media at the start of 2019. Am I wrong?
The truth is, at the end of the day, depression is something that it's very, very hard. It's a battle that you face that's unique to you. And everybody says, oh, snap out of it. Or if you're a man up. And all of that nonsense. But the truth of the matter is, I'm happy that she's found a way around it. I hope for her that it's truly something that she's faced and it's gone in the end, because I know from personal experience that things creep up from time to time that take you back to that headspace. But it's all about how you get yourself out of there. And that is also a definition of how you win the depression game.
And also the support system helps.
And going with what you said earlier, Valentine, because a lot of things happen up on Instagram, a lot of people, feel that they're not doing as much as other people, their counterparts, basically. So the distraction is online. And I mean,
I was reading something on from UberFacts tweets yesterday, and they said some of the most active people on social media platforms are actually battling depression, most likely battling depression. And I thought, well,
sometimes it's an escapist way. It's a way to get yourself out of that mood and distract yourself sometimes.
Yeah.
Because we know how the likes makes us feel, to be honest. All right, let's move on to this next story. If you're just joining us, this is the Grapevine here on Smooth 98.1. It's brought to you by Verve. Now, we have this story about surviving R. Kelly. So, on Saturday, precisely, right, that show premiered on Lifetime in the US. It's still not available in the UK. So, Nigerians, if you've seen it, please let us know. Now, R. Kelly, the music icon, he's had a number of hit songs that more people are streaming now than before.
to listen to the lyrics and reinterpret in the sense of sexual assault going on.
And find out if there are some cryptic messages that he was revealing that we ignored at the time. But the first of the 6-part Lifetime series, Surviving R. Kelly, aired on Thursday, precisely, pardon me. And John Legend is the only star, and well, a lot of other stars joined him.
No, they were asked to, but they didn't.
They declined at first, but John Legend was the first to accept, being placed on the documentary himself. Well, the network says 50 interviews will be included in the documentary where survivors and people from R. Kelly's inner circle are coming forward with new allegations about that sexual, mental, and physical abuse. They asked Jay-Z, they asked Lady Gaga, Dave Chappelle, Celine Dion, Erykah Badu, Mary J. Blige, Lil Kim, Questlove, and others to appear on the interview, on the documentary. But John Legend was the one who put himself up in front and center of it all. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, total John Legend fan, and I love that he decided that, you know what, this is not going to affect me in any way or shape or form. I can put myself out there and say, wrong was done. I believe this woman, and let's put this right in the forefront of things. The truth of the matter is, he got away easy. That is the truth of the matter. He got away very easy, and I think that at some point, justice will prevail.
All right.
I see them chasing this case down, really. It's going to go on. But we'll come back to talk more about this later on. Lagos, please do well to send messages through WhatsApp to 0809-444-0981. We're giving you entertainment stories and interacting with you on that, and it's brought to you by Verve.
On Nigeria's #1 station for soul, jazz, and funk. Smooth 98.1. Love music, love life.
What keeps you going when everything that should be a stepping stone becomes a stumbling block? What keeps you going is Verve. Verve in your mind helps you understand that every stumbling block is actually a stepping stone. Verve in your vision helps you see nothing but possibilities. And Verve in your hand?
Did you see what his mom said
Let's
on
just
the...
say that's how you get
Yeah,
rewarded.
so thanking
Thanking Kanye
Kanye for his mistake.
No matter what you're into, Verve is key to opening the doors you want. So, have you got Verve? Verve, the rewarding way to make payments.
Love music. Love.
Are you ready? Mic's up.
It's 8:41. You're listening to the smoothest sound on Lagos radio, Nigerian radio, Smooth 98.1, and this show is called Grapevine 981, and it's brought to you by Verve. In the studio with us is our great, fantastic, shiny domed head.
Thank you very much.
Chef Jeff. Lagos, we have messages in here. This one is from Dami from Ipaja. It says, in my opinion, I think Burna has every right to call out Coachella. It's his name. If he says they shouldn't put his name in white because he's a black man, he has the right to do so. But I think the real question should border on the necessity. Is this all venting necessary? What would change if his name is put in size 42 fonts? He is who he is. The size of the name would have little influence. So he should be cool and do what he can do. That's where the real influence is. A lot of people are reacting to this Burna issue.
Yeah, I disagree with the beginning of your statement, and everything else that you said was spot on.
All right, so Obi10 can Obi sends in a message, says, there goes Burna again, pushing the self-destruct button. My guy, you just got hot again in December 2018. Chill.
Hamatan stroke.
And then he reacted again to Peruzzi's story. He says Peruzzi's biggest hits were features. Tenny's headlines are songs as well, and Offset, and that's the argument there. And someone else, MI from Akoka, replies to the Burna issue, said lower or upper, Burna is a case. Me thinks he should have handled this hashtag on the low. This is Coachella, baby. Be humble. Yes, he had a great 2018, but should calm down and allow the Bedu to enter people body job. Tenny is a metaphor for success. You get beef not because you offended anyone, but because folks low-key want what you have. Peru, where were you when Makanaki was dropping vibes back to back? Don't lose control now, bro. I'm trying to catch up with you.
You're the MVP today, man. You're the MVP, man.
It's fantastic. Let's keep this moving now. So Drake goofed back a year ago. His feisty interaction with a female fan is up in the limelight right now. He brought a fan on stage, and now that the hype is up on hashtag surviving Kelly or surviving R. Kelly, the talk, it's no surprise that this talk has come back again to haunt him. So Drake, back in 2017, I guess, he brought a female fan on stage and fondled her and kissed her before asking her age. I mean, what do you guys think of this?
You know, I think we actually covered this story way back then, if I'm quite right. And the thing is, it's only popping now because it's unfortunate that they're linking with the R. Kelly thing. Now, for starters, you know, American girls these days, like the ones who are in their teenagers, they don't look like teenagers. That's the thing. Some 16, 15-year-olds, they don't look like it. All right. So, if anything, the first thing you should do if you pull someone on the stage is actually just ask how old they are.
Yeah, before you pull anyone on stage.
Be on the safe side. Now, that aside, I mean, when it came to asking how old she was, that was fine. He had the playful side of, oh, I had a great time saying that angle of things. But where I think he probably went too far, he was a little bit on the harmless side, I think. Where he went too far was when, okay, I'm going to say, let you go now. I'm going to kiss your cheek, kiss your forehead.
And the girl was mute the whole time. She didn't say
kiss
a word.
your lips, then kiss you on the lips. Now, the lips part was like, nah, dude.
No.
Nah, dude. Like, every other thing else was like very innocent. I would have said, that's fine. But afterwards, lips thing, no.
I think he went too far. He got carried away because it's sometimes when you're performing and you get all the fans buzzing for you and everybody who's watching you perform are just supporting what you're doing, because the crowd reaction was probably what led him on to keep going at it.
I mean,
his biggest mistake
was the lips.
And Drake should even know better that most of the guys that come to these concerts are often teenagers, teenagers, young adults, but yes, the ladies often are teenagers.
So here's the driving factor here that I wonder why we don't just move on from, because this is 2017, we're in 2019. I'm sure that hopefully lessons have been learned, so we can actually just go forward and be like, hey guys,
reevaluate.
R. Kelly issue was just, not too long ago, it was last week, all right? Even though it refers to past incident. Drake's issue, he should learn from 2017. 2019 is here. Let's move forward.
But that's the thing. The internet never forgets these things.
They never forget, but
So
at the same
for the
time, Drake is
future-
like, yo, my money's still coming in the back. Isn't
For
it?
the future, though, artists and also Drake, should apply caution.
And
next
also
we wanna
you
do
and
stuff.
I, we need to be careful about our
Yeah,
actions
yeah,
today
I'm telling
because
you.
come back to bite you
Yeah,
back in the
yeah.
behind. Mist now sent a message here on WhatsApp. Mist said, "It is paining me that I missed this R. Kelly analysis, but anyone supporting him is unwell too. I've been in a soapbox about this man for a while. I've admit it now, and I think his coming pants is way past you. Thank you very much for that tongue twister." Now, Big A from Kitsu says depression is not easy, and people should speak up. These days, I do not understand the concept of sniper and suicide, and I've got to help all the celebrities, and they should stop living a fake life. Well, and then as well, the perception that you have watching their pictures and videos and the pressure it puts on you is undeniable. So you just need to check yourself and just be very mindful of your sanity as well. Tonya from Amagodo here says, I think Burna Boy could have communicated his grievances in a completely different way and still gotten the results he needed. And then someone else here sent in a message. Ali from Apapa says, guys, I love that Juice track. Wow, sounds so great. And there's a video to it. Juice. And no, she's not trying to sound like Bruno Mars, because Bruno Mars do not own the 80s sound. Please, guys, I want to hear this track more on Smooth FM. Gosh, I love it. Thank you very much, Ali. And we will take that and run with it. And then he reacts to Burna, but it's a pretty long message, but I'll take it anyway. He says, Burna has no right to question Coachella for putting his name in small fonts. That has been Coachella's history of putting out any flyer for the show. It's only just in the case the headliner, and doesn't mean that other artists are less. Other bigger artists have their names written down in small fonts. Burna should only focus on killing his own show and making a mark for himself, and can become a headline in years to come. That is so true. And then, which reminds me, I needed to mention this so you guys can consider it. If you have shows in any part of the world, there are headline acts and there are supporting acts.
That's a true story.
And how do their names appear, and how
Yeah.
do their pictures appear on the flyer? But I'm not saying that he shouldn't be given the respect that's due to him. He's worked so hard, and I still remind us, I would remind everybody, back when I was working with him, there was a time, that was around the period that he was ignored, or I wouldn't want to use the other word. So some awards organizers ignored him and snubbed him, from being nominated and being put on the list, even if at that time he was arguably bigger than most of the artists that were nominated. Now things are turning around. So I mean, guys, just
all I'm saying is Coachella, just respect that part there. But we have to talk about the Golden Globes, definitely.
Yes, we do.
Certainly. I think, when we look at the winners, we saw Rami Malek taking Best Actor for Bohemian Rhapsody. We had Kristen Bell taking Best Performance by an Actor in Motion Picture Comedy.
And did you hear
which he put on so much
comments?
weight for. Seriously, I mean, I missed out on the comments. But I think that when I look at the Golden Globes, I think that they got in the way. They did some award ceremony that got in the way of the Fiji Water Girl. I don't know if you guys noticed that part there, but there was this, her name was Kenneth Cuthbert, and she's a model, and she was one of the people handing out Fiji Waters. And what she did for like most of the people that were being photographed on the red carpet, she's there in the background, Fiji Waters just there. I don't know. I mean, all the memes that are stepping up from that right now. I mean, it's a perfect start for 2019. I have to say, you guys have to check it out.
It's fantastic. I've been taking advantage of this kind of rare opportunity. But Christian Bale just made me raise an eyebrow, because in his appreciation speech he thanked Satan. So thank you for giving me that inspiration to do this.
Wow. to be fair, I mean, if you know how much, Christian Bale has been known for putting on weight and losing weight and putting on weight and losing weight, and with this one, he just kept doing, the pies and all the pies and all the pies to actually get this particular level, and he went even, I think, probably further than he's gone before in terms of putting on weight. So definitely thanking Satan is in terms of food.
Hallmark of a good actor.
It's definitely in terms of the food.
Other people who won in this ceremony, that's the Golden Globes. The best performance by an actress in a motion picture, comedy, or musical was Olivia Colman for the favorite. Best performance by an actor in supporting role in motion picture was Mahershala Ali for Green Book.
No, that was an actor.
Yes. I'm sorry. Best performance by an actress in supporting role motion picture was for the movie If Beale Street Could Talk, from that won by Regina King. And then Alfonso Cuarón won for the movie Roma, and the best director category for motion picture. Best screenplay was Green Book. Best animated film, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
No surprises.
Best original score was for The First Man, Justin Hewers, and then the best original song, the motion picture as well category. And then the winner was Shallow, A Star Is Born, Lady Gaga and Mark Ronson. Television categories, best television series for drama was The Americans. Best television series for comedy was Kominsky Method. Best actor in television series drama was Richard Madden for Bodyguard.
From Game of Thrones, remember that?
Yes, and
Which has
Game
come
of
out
Thrones
in
did
April,
not
by the
win.
way.
Game of Thrones did not win, guys.
And then Best Actor.
Black Panther did not win.
Yeah, well, I loved Lupita and Michael and Daniel's video. Like
Yes.
they did in the elevator part there.
It was
Like,
fanta-
it was
it's
fantastic. Over
hilarious.
1 million views. Because you got Michael and Lupita just kissing away, and then the elevator opens up, and Daniel walks in, pushes Michael, he grabs Lupita in for a kiss, and then I was like, this is just hilarious. It's so dramatic.
All right, thank you guys. And this is the end of the show.